we're going to move on and look at our Husqvarna extraction equipment. So we have, let's talk about these two bad boys first. These are our HEPA dust extractors. Now these are nuts. These really are. This is a dual motor. It's got dual a filtered bag in here. That's conical filter in here that you can actually. You've got a relief valve up the top to actually bang it to clean it. So it's like a self-cleaning, and it's got an actually fixed H13 HEPA, and it's got this continuous bag. So what you do is when you have the bag, you finish with it, you pull it down, you cable tie one section, cable tie the next, and cut in between the two cable ties and pull more bag down. It's actually a 22-meter bag, continuous one big tube of bag. So you just cut whatever you need. So you're not continually changing bags all the time. So it's a great high-powered unit. This is under 10 amps, and it's certainly, you've got your 2-inch hose that you can run with it. Some guys have actually put splitters off there and split the hose and had 2 guys working with the one machine doing HEPA vacuuming of their mold containment areas and so forth. This model is very similar, but it's a 1 vacuum motor, where this one's a 2 vacuum motor. So this is double the capacity of this one. So this is more of a single operating unit. You can use this as a single operating unit, but you can run a bit more hose off it. Where this one here is a, definitely a single 1.5-inch hose, and this one's a 2-inch hose. So with the right attachments, you can start to do your vacuuming for mold a lot faster than what you might be used to. You can lock the wheels and away you go and start vacuuming, or your area, whether it's your walls or your cavities or whatever you're trying to vacuum out. These are built to last, really are. The best vacuums I've seen that are on the market. We've had a lot of customers purchase these for their mold extraction that they're doing in their environments, and they love them. They really love them. And demolition cleanup after they've had to cut walls and so forth. These are phenomenal vacuums. So this one here is a 70p, the W70P. This one here is a wet vacuum. It's a 70-litre capacity. It's got a big bilge pump in there for, great for sewage cleanup or something that's, very disgusting. This thing just keeps going and going and going and pumping out that really bad water. This is phenomenal for doing that sort of work. So that really crappy job that you just don't want to extract out, this has got the capacity to extract it out and certainly pump out that water. It's got a great filter system inside, sealed motor, and certainly that unit's a beast when it comes to extraction. We have some questions.
Just as Husqvarna in general, they want to know about parts availability. So it came up just at the end of your air scrub.
Okay, Husqvarna parts availability, we find them a fantastic company to deal with. We've had very limited problems with the Husqvarna we've already sold. Again, we don't want breakdowns because it's a headache for us. So obviously there's things that can happen, and we find the Husqvarna company to deal with has been fantastic. The way that they've approached us, the way they look after us, and the way that they give us service, we find that it's a fantastic company to deal with. So we haven't had any issues whatsoever with Husqvarna. This is one of their new little beasts that they've got. This one here is a wet and dry vac, but it's a 40-litre capacity, and it's fantastic. It's self-cleaning as well for your dust containment. You can actually self-clean, and it beats the actual filter inside, and it's bagless. So you've got all the different attachments you can have off it. So this is a great little wet vac as well, but really quality made. You can buy obviously the cheaper one, but once the Husqvarna puts their name on it, we know it's going to be good. So that's a little bit about the Husqvarna range of vacuums. We've got some questions.
Just one more about the HEPA filters and replacement of them. When do you recommend that?
Well, depends on what sort of work that you're doing. If you're doing dust containment vacuuming or you're doing mold containment vacuuming, depends on what you're doing. But when you're doing mold vacuuming, you'd probably want to. It's similar to the HEPA filter for your air scrubbers. It really is. Depending on how severe that mold contamination might be, you might get a really moldy job, and you go, well, I might change the filter on this particular job, or you might go, hey, if I'm only doing dust, it might last 1,000 hours. So at the end of the day, it's very hard to gauge that, depending on the severity of what sort of cleanup that you're doing. But if you're doing a lot more dust, it tends to, gets clogged up and to the point where it's losing vacuum. Obviously, that's a telltale sign that you want to sort it out.